Hello and welcome to our Social Confidence YouTube channel. Today we are going to talk about a subject that concerns many people in our current society, anxiety and stress. How to face these negative emotions in a constantly changing world. This is what we will discover together in this video. Part 1. Anxiety and stress in our current society. Anxiety and stress are emotions that are part of our daily life. We are constantly bombarded with information, tasks to be accomplished and responsibilities. This can create a feeling of overload and stress that can be difficult to manage. But what exactly is anxiety and stress? Anxiety is a feeling of concern or fear that can be triggered by a specific situation or event. Stress, on the other hand, is a physical and emotional reaction to a situation that seems threatening or difficult to manage. Part 2. How can Stoicism help you manage anxiety and stress? Stoicism is a philosophy that was developed over 2,000 years ago. It is based on the idea that we must accept the things that we cannot change and that we must focus on the things we can control. Stoicism can help us manage anxiety and stress in several ways. First of all, Stoicism helps us to accept the things that we cannot change. Anxiety and stress are often caused by situations that we cannot control. We worry about things that can happen or that are outside of our control. Stoicism teaches us to accept these situations and focus on the things we can control. For example, imagine that you are driving and that you are stuck in a traffic jam. You cannot control traffic, but you can control your reaction to the situation. You can choose to get off and stress yourself, or you can choose to stay calm and take advantage of the time to listen to music or to think. Then Stoicism helps us to focus on the things we can control. When we focus on the things we can control, we feel more powerful and more able to manage difficult situations. Stoicism teaches us to focus on our actions and decisions, rather than external results or events. For example, imagine that you are preparing an important examination. You cannot control the questions that will be asked or the results you get, but you can control your preparation and your study. You can choose to focus on your preparation and do your best, rather than worrying about the results. Stoicism also helps us to develop a positive and resilient attitude in the face of difficulties. Anxiety and stress are often caused by a negative and pessimistic attitude towards difficulties. Stoicism teaches us to develop a positive and resilient attitude in the face of difficulties, accepting that things do not always go as we wish. For example, imagine that you have lost your job. You can choose to indulge in depression and anxiety, or you can choose to see this situation as an opportunity for change and growth. You can choose to focus on the things you can control, such as your job search or your personal development. Finally, Stoicism helps us to develop a self-awareness and an understanding of our emotions and our thoughts. Anxiety and stress are often caused by a lack of self-awareness and understanding of our emotions and our thoughts. Stoicism teaches us to develop a self-awareness and an understanding of our emotions and our thoughts, helping us to identify and manage our negative emotions and thoughts. For example, imagine that you feel anxious and stressed before an important presentation. You can choose to let yourself go to these emotions, or you can choose to identify and manage them. You can choose to take a few minutes to calm down and to focus on your presentation, rather than letting yourself go to anxiety and stress. In essence, Stoicism can help us manage anxiety and stress by helping us accept the things we cannot change, to focus on the things we can control, to develop a positive and resilient attitude towards the difficulties, and to develop a self-awareness and an understanding of our emotions and our thoughts. By applying these Stoic principles in our daily life, we can better manage anxiety and stress and live a more fulfilled and happier life. Part 3. Examples of Stoicism in daily life. Here are some examples of Stoicism in everyday life. An employee who faces a difficult boss can choose not to be annoyed and to focus on his work. A student who faces a difficult examination can choose to focus on his studies and not be distracted by things that are not important. A parent who faces a difficult child can choose to stay calm and focus on solving the problem. In a few words, Stoicism can help us manage anxiety and stress in our current society. By accepting the things we cannot change and focusing on the things we can control, we can develop a positive and resilient attitude in the face of difficulties. If you like this video, don't forget to share it with your friends and family. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to get more videos on Stoicism, philosophy, motivation and personal development.